Early in the Second World War, when there was a real fear the Nazis might invade, the most precious stones in the British crown jewels, including the largest cut diamond in the world, were prized from their settings and hidden deep beneath Windsor Castle in, wait for it, a biscuit tin. Only the king and a few of his inner circle knew where they were hidden, and not until 2018 was the true story made public. If you had come across that biscuit tin, would you have believed that it contained some of the most precious objects on earth, the priceless jewels of the British crown? And yet it was true. Sometimes the most precious of things is discovered in the most unexpected of places. And friends, I believe the story of Christmas is the only story that could ever make that point more dramatically, because it tells us of something that could not be more precious, discovered somewhere that could not have been more unexpected. So much so that at first it seems unbelievable. But for those who take the time to, as it were, lift the lid on this story and look for themselves, wonder of wonders, it turns out to be true. The message of Christmas is that God himself was discovered lying in a manger, something most precious, somewhere most unexpected. An angel announced the news to a group of shepherds. It's recorded in the second chapter of Luke's biography of Jesus in the Bible. This is what the angel said: "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord." This is the extraordinary claim at the heart of the Christian faith, that God himself entered into our world in human form. The Creator became part of his creation. And why would he do that? To save us. A Savior has been born to you, the angel said. In 2011, our late Queen, in her Christmas speech, put it like this. She said, "God sent into the world a unique person, neither a philosopher nor a general, important though they are, but a Savior with the power to forgive." Whether we look at our world divided and at war, perhaps our own families fractured by past hurt or present arguments, and if we're honest, at our own lives, where so often we fail to live up to our own standards, let alone God's, we have never needed more the gift of forgiveness or the power to forgive one another. Jesus came into the world with the power to forgive, to restore the relationship between us and God and sinners reconciled, as the carol says. A most precious thing. And this most precious of things was found in the most unexpected of places. The angel continued, "This will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a manger." The angel's saying, this is how you'll know what I'm telling you is true. You're going to go into Bethlehem and find this really unexpected thing. A baby in a manger. What's a manger? It's an animal's feeding trough. So weird, so unexpected, like finding the crown jewels in a biscuit tin. But perhaps it had to be that weird and unexpected, so that when it came true, it was convincing. And so it says, the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened." So they hurried off and found, what did they find? Mary and Joseph and the baby, who was in a lying in a manger. Well, what do you know? And the story concludes that they left with great joy at what they'd found. the Christmas story, Christianity more widely, is filled with many signs that at first appear so weird as to be unbelievable. And many dismiss it for that reason. But many, many millions of people, ordinary people like you and me, like shepherds working a night shift, have found as they've looked into these things, beyond the weirdness, when they've gone to see for themselves, to lift the lid on these claims, that beyond hope and expectation, this wondrous, weird story is in fact true after all. As unbelievable as it may at first seem, the crown jewels were once found in a biscuit tin, and God was once found in a manger. And if that is true, as I become convinced that it is, then it is indeed good news of great joy for all people. May discovering him, this most precious and unexpected gift, make this for you a very Merry Christmas.
There's nothing more important than keeping your money and your identity safe online. And with so many VPN options available, choosing the right one can be pretty daunting. But this video's sponsor, ExpressVPN, is making the choice easier for GB News viewers. ExpressVPN is offering up to 75% off, plus 4 extra months free. That's top-level security from just £2.49 a month, and you're covered by their 30-day money-back guarantee. So just click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code now. Remember, when you're online, you are often sharing personal data, so hackers can steal your information, your passwords, your photos, and your bank details in just seconds. But ExpressVPN encrypts your connection, making it virtually impossible for hackers to access your personal information. So why choose ExpressVPN? Well, it couldn't be easier to use. With just one click, you are protected. And ExpressVPN uses military-grade AES 256 encryption, which is the same standard trusted by the US government to guard their classified information. With their new tiered plans, you can protect up to 14 devices at once and manage passwords securely. Live chat support is available 24/7, and it typically connects you in under a minute with a real person. Click the link in this video's description or scan the QR code to get up to 75% off ExpressVPN, plus 4 months extra for free. Start protecting yourself today with ExpressVPN.